Mississauga Cycling Committee Annual Update to Council. Jeff Walkman, Chair, Craig Laferriere, Vice Chair, and Dorothy Tomiak, Member, will address Council with respect to the Mississauga Cycling Advisory Committee Annual Update. Welcome, folks.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, councillors, city staff, citizens and visitors to Mississauga. Mississauga is cycling, the 2009 annual report of the Mississauga Cycling Advisory Committee. My name is Craig Laferriere and I am the Vice Chair of the committee. I bet every garage in Mississauga looks like this. Everyone has a couple of bicycles or so, and at some point in our life we've done a bit of bicycling, and we'd like to help people to recapture that moment. Now, last year, if you recall, our report was about building bridges, and we feel that we've accomplished that, and we want to tell you about that, and we want to tell it all in one sentence: Mississauga is cycling. So how many ways can we parse that sentence? Cycling can be a verb, and that is the first theme of this presentation. The people of Mississauga are doing it. They all have bikes in their garages, and we're reaching them and promoting cycling to them. And we want to show you how we've done that. Cycling can also be an adjective. This is a cycling city. And that is our second theme. The infrastructure we have in Mississauga is exceptional, and it can be improved too. And cycling can be a noun. We want people internationally to think Mississauga when they hear cycling, and to think cycling when they hear Mississauga. Our vision is for Mississauga to embody cycling. We want that vision in our strategic plan. Mississauga is cycling. I'm going to start with descriptions of how Mississauga as a community is now cycling. Here's a snapshot of our website showing the page where we advertised the Tour to Mississauga 2009. This is the way that we're reaching out, and as you might have heard, our 2009 tour was a success beyond our expectations. We had community sponsors, online maps and registration, and up-to-the-minute news on the weather. And we're expanding our platforms also. We're on Twitter. Now, you all, as politicians, know how important it is to be in real time, and so do cyclists. We've added a new domain name that all point to our website. bikem.ca and cyclem.ca will get you to our website faster. Now, this is a graph showing our website usage leading up to the tour. So we're tracking our visits, and we know that we have a public audience now. We can really start reaching people with news about cycling in Mississauga. This is a poster that we worked with the Communication Division of Corporate Services to develop. I think that's Jeff in the front and Dorothy in orange in the back there. We're very happy that we can cooperate with parts of the city, and we've established now, with their help, this event as an annual occurrence. And we've had excellent collaboration with the support of Geomantics to develop maps of the tour route and make those maps available on the website as well as printed copies for the riders. And as one of the tour guides, I can tell you that having these maps made quite a difference. As well, almost 200 signs were prepared by Traffic and Works, and many thanks to Dorothy Tomiak, who went out and put them all in place. I guess Dorothy has a little more energy than many of us, but we can't always rely on her to go out the night before to hang up these signs. So we'd like to see permanent signs put in place for the tour so that people will come out on the day of, not only on the day of, but will come here as tourists to ride the Tour to Mississauga. And here are some of the sights that you got to see if you went on the tour. We really do have a beautiful city, despite the fact that we have major highways and an airport here. How do we do it? I hope some of you had a chance to look at the short video we sent around yesterday. Not only can you see Lake Ontario, but you can hear the waves crashing on the beach. Here are some more sites along this year's tour. The Bradley House Log Cabin, the Hazel McCallion Library at UTM, and City Hall. There's really a lot to see. Now, this is just to show you how much we grew from last year. There were only 30 cyclists in 2008 and up to over 400 cyclists in 2009. And we are planning for an even bigger event in 2010. These organized rides have a way of snowballing because people want to get out and see the city in a way they've never seen it before. They just need to know the routes. We had a beautiful day for the tour, and we were very pleased that our mayor came out to open the event.
Thanks, Craig. Bike racks on buses, this initiative was completed this year, and we supported it through our website, Bike to Work Day, the Toronto Bike Show, and our Canada Day booth. I see the slides have changed in sequence since last night. As you can see, this is a map of the city, and you can't really see the colors, but we've divided it into a four-grid or four-cloverleaf pattern. Our goal for the tour of Mississauga is to create a cloverleaf of 4 distinct cycling routes in each quadrant of the city: southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast. Each route will connect to the city center. Can you imagine the impact this will have on civic events such as Canada Day celebrations, when families can ride safely on cycling lanes from each corner of the city to this venue? Permanent signage on these routes will provide spectacular cycling experiences, highlighting Mississauga's distinct features and geography for weekend family rides and the cycling tourist community. To complete our network of cycling lanes, we will need to bridge some of the rivers and major roadways in our city. Eliminating these barriers and creating direct cycling routes will dramatically increase usage by commuter cyclists and destination cyclists for their daily commute. Here's a view of the new Sheridan Park Trail that's just been completed, and this is good, but this is better. So you know, there's a road sign there that shows the 3 Ds, which is distance, destination, and direction. This is an initiative pioneered by staff, in particular Andy Harvey, to provide a safe crossing at an intersection, and we applaud this, and we think it's exactly what we're looking for. And we hope that we can adopt this policy on the rest of the cycling network. Here you have a view of the new work being pioneered by Richard Roberts and his team on the Queensway Trail. Cyclists, as Dorothy noted, are already using it, working their way around the equipment, so these are going to become vital links in the chain. And this is a successful story along Confederation Parkway of cycling lanes that are used daily now, and we're hoping to connect up to this link so that we can create our grid. Now, Clarkson Lakeshore Road has undergone some significant work, and unfortunately the opportunity to lane it was missed for a variety of reasons. Unfortunately, this is a very heavily traveled corridor which will continue to be traveled, but we are working with Traffic and Works to resolve some of the issues and try to provide a continuation of the Boulevard Trail and a link into cycling sharrows in Clarkson Village to provide a continuous link between Clarkson and Port Credit. But we really hope that we can avoid missing these opportunities when they come about as we implement the master plan in the future.